Today we're talking about some of the most relaxing open-world games you can play on the Nintendo Switch. Some are well-known, others are hidden gems, and there's even one that hasn't released yet but looks seriously promising. So if you're looking to slow things down and find a bit of peace in your gaming time, here are 12 relaxing open-world games on Switch that are absolutely worth checking out. A Hike is one of those games that proves you don't need a massive map or complicated mechanics to feel freedom. You play as Claire, a little bird exploring a peaceful island filled with charming trails, cozy secrets, and cute animal characters. The open world vibe kicks in immediately. There's no pressure, no strict path. You can climb mountains, glide through the sky, or just go fishing by the lake. The game gently encourages exploration at your own pace, letting you discover small surprises and wholesome moments along the way. The low-stress gameplay, pixel art visuals, and soothing soundtrack create an almost meditative experience. It's relaxing not just because of what you can do, but because of what you don't have to do. There's no combat, no failure, just peaceful wandering, small talks, and the joy of finding your own way through a tiny open world that feels bigger the more you explore. In Garden Paws, you're not rushing to save the world. You're just running a shop, planting flowers, and watching the sun set over your quiet little island. The game drops you into a peaceful, open environment where there's always something to explore, but nothing that demands your attention. You can venture through forests, gather materials on the beach, or build and decorate your own home however you like. It's got that slow, satisfying rhythm where every little task, feeding your animals, stocking shelves, discovering a new path, feels like its own reward. The world is fully open, letting you move freely without markers or pressure. Visually, it's soft and bright, and the soundtrack matches the mood perfectly. It's not about grinding or completing checklists. It's about taking your time and enjoying the calm. If you're craving a cozy open-world game with zero stress, this is one of the most charming out there. Sky doesn't throw a checklist at you. It just lets you exist in a world that feels calm, weightless, and kind of magical. You're a tiny figure gliding through floating kingdoms, sliding down clouds and lighting candles with strangers you don't even know, but somehow trust. The open world design isn't about scale. It's about openness of feeling. There are no enemies, no timers, just spaces to explore, puzzles to solve, and quiet moments to soak in. The movement feels fluid. The visuals are soft and dreamlike, and the music ties it all together with this almost spiritual vibe. You can spend an hour helping another player reach a hidden area, or just sit by a fire and listen to the wind. Sky gently pulls you into its world without asking much, and that's exactly what makes it so relaxing. Haven Park feels like what would happen if Animal Crossing and A Short Hike had a quiet little weekend getaway. You play as Flint, a tiny bird trying to restore his grandma's rundown campsite. And everything about it is just gentle. There's no combat, no real pressure. Just a cozy open space where you explore forests, fix up cabins, and chat with quirky campers. The world isn't massive, but it's full of small details that make wandering feel rewarding. You might stumble onto a hidden trail, or just sit near a river while the wind moves the grass. The open world structure lets you go wherever you want at your own pace, and that slow tempo is a big part of why the game works. Haven Park doesn't push you forward. It invites you to stay a while. It's simple. It's sweet, and it's one of those games that feels like a warm cup of tea. Mutazione is less about saving the world, more about getting to know it slowly, quietly, and one weird plant at a time. You play as a teenage girl named Kai, who travels to a mysterious island community filled with strange but endearing mutants. There's no danger, no urgency, just a soft rhythm of exploring the village, chatting with its residents, and growing magical musical gardens that actually respond to the story. It's not open world in the massive map sense, but the freedom to move around the island, revisit places at your own pace, and shape your experience makes it feel personal and lived in. The relaxing part, it's in the way the game lets you breathe. You can sit on the bench, listen to ambient sounds, or simply plant seeds and watch the world bloom. With its soft visuals, atmospheric music, and strong emotional core, Mutazione quietly grows on you. Sumer lets you play as Koa, a young girl with a boat, a garden, and a whole lot of curiosity. The game blends farming, crafting, and exploration in a way that's totally free of pressure. You're not racing against a clock or fighting enemies. You're fixing up your island, sailing to nearby towns, and meeting a bunch of oddball characters along the way. The open world part comes through in how you travel. Hop in your boat and head toward the horizon. If you want to grow crops and cook for a while, do that. If you'd rather explore and take on cozy little quests, that's fine too. The colors are warm, the music is light, and the overall vibe is just incredibly chill. It's the kind of game that never asks too much and rewards you for taking your time. Yonder is the kind of game that gives you a sword and then says, "Don't worry, you won't need it." There's no combat here, no enemies, just a big colorful world waiting to be explored at your own pace. You arrive in a beautiful land called Ymir, which is covered in forests, beaches, snowy peaks, and quiet farms. The open world design lets you go wherever you want right from the start, with no rush, no fail states, and no stress. You'll farm, fish, craft, and help the locals solve little problems, all while clearing away a mysterious purple fog called murk. But even that's peaceful. The game leans hard into relaxing mechanics and soft visuals. It just wants you to feel good. If you've ever wanted a completely non-violent open-world adventure where you can take in the scenery and do things your way, this is it. Spiritfarer is one of the most relaxing games you'll ever play about death. But somehow it makes that concept feel gentle, even comforting. You play as Stella, a fairy master for spirits, sailing across a beautifully hand-drawn world to help your passengers find peace. It's open world in a quiet, drifting sort of way. You chart your own course, upgrade your boat, explore islands, and meet characters at your own pace. There's farming, cooking, fishing, and building, but none of it feels rushed. Every task flows into the next, and the game constantly gives you room to breathe. It's emotional, sure, but never overwhelming. And the relaxing vibe comes from how much love and calm is packed into every moment. Even the saddest scenes are handled with grace. Spiritfarer doesn't just let you explore a world, it lets you sit with it, absorb it, and let it go.
Cozy Grove is basically what happens when you mix Animal Crossing with a ghost story, but make it soft, friendly, and surprisingly relaxing. You're a spirit scout sent to a haunted island, but don't worry, these ghosts are more sad than scary. The game unfolds slowly in real time. You log in, do a few things, and then that's kind of it for the day. And that's what makes it special. You're encouraged to play at your own pace, explore the island bit by bit, and watch as color gradually returns to the world around you. The open world design is modest, but still full of secrets, collectibles, and small stories. Tasks are simple: collecting wood, helping a ghost remember something, or just decorating your camp. But they add up to something strangely calming. Cozy Grove isn't about completing everything. It's about coming back tomorrow and doing just a little more. Europa is one of those games where the second you start gliding through the clouds, everything just slows down in the best way possible. Set on one of Jupiter's moons, this is a calm, meditative exploration game that puts movement at the center of everything. You're free to run, float, boost, and hover across wide-open landscapes filled with ancient ruins, soft colors, and quiet wonder. There's no combat, no stress, just the freedom to roam and uncover bits of a forgotten civilization at your own pace. It's open world in the way that really matters. No hand-holding, no minimap clutter, just curiosity guiding you forward. The visuals are clean and dreamy, the music is gentle, and the game constantly reminds you that it's okay to take your time. Europa doesn't just look peaceful, it feels peaceful. Sometimes that's all you need. You already know the deal with this one. It's the ultimate chill-out game. Animal Crossing New Horizons gives you your own deserted island and basically says, do whatever you want. Build your house, catch bugs, decorate your town, visit friends. There's no right or wrong way to play. The game operates in real time with days passing naturally and seasonal events unfolding slowly. That pacing is key to why it feels so relaxing. There's no pressure, no fail states, and nothing is urgent. Just existing in that cozy little world, hearing the soft music and watching your island slowly come to life is enough. It's open world in a slice of life kind of way. You're free to wander, discover new critters, or just sit by the ocean and do absolutely nothing. Whether you're in it for the decorating, the collecting, or the social vibe, New Horizons is basically comfort gaming at its peak. still unreleased at the time of this video, but Witchbrook is already shaping up to be one of the most relaxing and unique life sims coming to Switch. Think Stardew Valley, but you're a witch in training. You live in a cozy seaside town, attend magical classes, grow herbs, brew potions, and build relationships with a bunch of quirky townsfolk. It's not open world in the traditional massive map sense, but the way the town is designed gives you freedom to roam, explore shops, and just lose yourself in the little details. There's no combat, no stress pressure, just soft pixel art, gentle music, and daily routines that slowly evolve. The magic school setting adds just enough flavor to make it feel fresh without messing with the chill vibe. If you're into life sims and you've been waiting for something with a bit of magic and a lot of charm, Witchbrook is absolutely one to keep an eye on. That wraps up our list of relaxing open-world games on Nintendo Switch. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Maybe hit subscribe, and we'll catch you next time with more games worth checking out.